Hello, everyone. Oh, I know. I should do my thing that's like, I'm going to be on in a minute. Even though I'm on now, I should still do my thing where I'm on in a minute. Look, here we go. Hello. This is the DTD television service. Hello. I'm just going to bring my... oh, hello. Yes, let's try that there and try that there. Yeah, I'm just going to bring up Twitter to make sure that that I've put a tweet. I've done a tweet. And no, I haven't done a tweet. Right? Yes. What a load of rubbish that is. iMac99 can't see a stream. Can you hear a stream? Oh, right. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to do a better tweet now. Stream, I'm going to say. This is what I typed into Streamlabs Labs. Streamlabs Obs. But it didn't work. So, Stream. They remastered Zool, one of the key games on the Amiga. So, obviously, I've got to play it. Also, I have a novel here. Zool! Come and join me. We will have fun. There's a chat box. You can pester me. Okay. Twitch.tv. It's good that you have to sit and watch me do in real time the part that I set it up to automatically do and it chose not to, don't you? Isn't that good? Isn't that good? iMac 99 is instead of this going to watch Die Hard 3. Fair enough. Hello, Mickey. Not even Die Hard. Okay, and since it's an on the Amiga thing, I'm going to retweet it as Sonic the Comic, the podcast as well. There we go, yeah. Oh, excuse me, I'm a bit coffee, which is not a good thing to be when you're about to start a stream, but whatever the hell. I've done that tweet now, so I can get on with it. I will simply do a final one on the Discord at everyone. Stream has actually started. I am really doing one. Come and join us. Fun will be had. Zool will be played. Brackets. They've remastered it, and I've heard it's good. I'm very excited. Yes. Don't worry, you're not supposed to be able to see me yet. Twitch.tv/Demon Tomato. Dave. Bang! There we go! There we go. So, this then is the DTD television service, and here is me. Hello. And let's fire this thing up. Okay. So I haven't really tried this yet. Is it going to work? Oh. That's actually a bit noisy for my tastes in my idea. But oh, cool! My computer started doing that thing where when I control the volume, everything freezes for 7 seconds. So you probably see something. That's right. I mean, that's right. I was worried they were going to with it. Hey! I apologise for it having been way too loud. I hope it isn't still way too loud. Yeah, this is the classic Amiga title screen. And it seems to have been, recreated accurately, which is good news because there are many ways that they could have chosen to do it badly. It is, in fact, the act. Yeah, no, it's not a remix. It is the old. Oh, yeah, that's right. Hey, check it out. I've been shorn. I look like well, as it's described here, less like a tramp. That's what I'm putting it. Yeah, I have done the thing where I go and make someone take my hair away. And so, yes, I look like a sensible grown-up now instead of someone who's just sort of let himself go. Yeah, this is the actual Amiga music. All they've done to it is they've moved it in a little bit because it used to be very stark left and right. And I think I would have put a little bit of reverb on there just to make it sound good, but I like it. Yeah! Oh, brilliant! Oh, and look, scrolling in the background there, that's the comic that used to come with the game on its second release, I think? Yeah, let's play Zool. Let's actually play Zool. Alright. Something tells me there's going to be an intro to this that wasn't there on the Amiga. Ooh, a modernized experience. No collectibles required. But that's how you finish the level. Great for first-timers and speedrunners. For old-school rules with no double jump, recommended for veterans of the implementation. Was there not a double jump? Let's try it the old way. Oh, look! Baff, baff! Baff, 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 baff! Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to bring the volume down a bit, which it pains me to do. But you can't hear the sound effects. And it's exciting to me to hear the sound effects. There we go, I've lowered the game volume. Is it still... Is it still too loud to hear me? How's that? Okie doke. Down we go a bit more. It's very frustrating because mainly I want you to just listen to the music, you know? Oh, I was about to start singing a different bit, but it was the bit that I added to it after ripping the music. Okay, I'm very pleased with what they've done here. Right, so, context, everybody. This is a game I had on the Amiga, not when it came out. I had it in 1993. My friend had it in 1991 or 2. It was, like, the sort of flagship game for the Amiga. And here it is, and he's so little on the screen. Oh, I'm very pleased they haven't made him too big. A couple of exciting things. I'm actually, it pains me to do it, but I'm going to turn the music down even further. Because on the Amiga, you had to choose between either sound effects or music, because it could only process one or the other. I was hoping they were going to do it this way, where we can have both, and it looks like they have. Yes. Brilliant. Unfortunately, there isn't a very good sound balance, so it kind of, like, can't really hear the sound effects unless I turn the... Oh, okay, did you just get some real slowdown, and is it still going on? Yeah. I changed the volume with my keyboard, and for whatever reason, sometimes, rarely, and I don't know why, my computer will just do a thing where, until I reset it, it does this when I control the volume from the keyboard. You know? I got through thanks to my score on Aquatic Games starring James Bond, though. I failed to qualify at some sort of games competition in Kingston on Zool, says Clockwork, thanks to running through the level too fast and not having got enough sweets. I got through thanks to my score on Aquatic Games starring James Bond, though, and went to the next stage where Stu Campbell was there. Yeah, widescreen Zool Bogle. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Here it is. He's little. He's skinny. This is Zool. Now, so this, if you don't know, flagship Amiga title. Yes, they were trying to manufacture a mascot. That is what they were actively trying to do. There were two versions of the game. Ooh, the standard version of the game and the AGA version of the game. The AGA chipset being a graphics chipset that some models of the Amiga had and others didn't. And the main difference, as far as I know, the only difference... I still make that little noise sometimes, that little zoom. The main difference was that they had these elaborate backgrounds. But the thing is, the backgrounds were too elaborate. They were these crazy repeat patterns, and frankly, yes, they were too much. And in this version, it looks like they've gone for a much more subdued background that makes it easier to see what's going on in the game, which I approve of. It'd be nice if we could call up the original backgrounds, but I wouldn't really want them. Impressive though they were at the time, they wouldn't be now. No, can't shoot him? Right. I saw recently a thing about this Zool re-release, talking about it in nonsense terms. Just talking complete nonsense, as if it was like an impossibly hard game that nobody could ever possibly play. And like, mate, I'm playing it right now, and if I can play a game, that means it's not too hard to play. God, doesn't it look pretty, actually? See these odd things, these weird little cake counter token things that I'm picking up. Originally, the game was a Chupa Chups branded game. Chupa Chups the lollies. And so, that there would have been a big Chupa Chups. See that? Probably, I can't remember if these lollies would also have been Chupa Chups branded. I bet they would. So I don't know what that's actually supposed to be. But, you know, can't have everything, can we? It's clear that I am not very good at the game, but that doesn't make it impossibly hard to play. There is only one, there's one thing that's wrong with it, and really one thing, which is that Zool is a game designed to be played on a joystick. I am supposed to be yanking up to jump. I'm supposed to be twizzling Zool around. Suppose I can twizzle him around with the thumbstick. I'm gonna die. Yes, I can twizzle them around a little bit, but I don't... No, when I'm in this configuration, when I've got a controller, I want to use the D-pad. So yeah, I shouldn't really be pressing a button to jump. It should be up. And, of course, that would only be acceptable on a large, full-hand joystick. I do have... What is that meant to be? I do have an Amiga joystick, multiple Amiga joysticks, I think, lying around the flat. Whoa. I'm a ninja, by the way. This is Zool, ninja of the nth dimension. And that's it, really. He's just arrived here, and here he is, and it's a platform, and there's no story. There's just real good music. I don't know if the music sounds quite right. Oh yeah, that's right, double Zools. Not really sure what the purpose of double Zools was. Oh, and sometimes you would find you could shoot your way through certain walls. I can't remember where they are. The music sounds a bit lo-fi, a little bit recorded, you know what I mean? But they got it right. They haven't remade it, they haven't changed it, which the trailer implied they were going to. This is not correct. Ah, there we go. This is what I was concerned we wouldn't get. Not quite right, but right enough for me. I don't know why they changed the art on it. Never mind. I'm Zool. I'm a ninja of the nth dimension, and I'm fighting against little oval bees, which you had to on the Amiga in those days. Super Frog, Zool, little oval bees. Very important. I was a big fan of this game, but I was an even bigger fan of Zool 2. I suppose if there's anything else you need to know about Zool, let's just turn the music down. Let's turn that down a little bit. If there's anything else you need to know about Zool, let's just have a little look. There's Zool, Stu Pacabra. Hello there, Stu. Capello saw, hello. This looks much better on the Amiga than I remember my brother playing it on the Mega Drive. Oh, God, yes. You shouldn't play Zool on the Mega Drive. Now, by the way, there was a thing about this when they were releasing this version that I got a bit salty about, which was that one of the bonus features is the Mega Drive original. Now, am I playing the Mega Drive original now? Is this the because I've played it in retro mode or whatever. I wonder if that's what I'm doing right now. Well, if there's anything we need to know about Zool, we can find it in the double projectiles, of course, in the pages of this Ian Edgington's Zool Rules. So let's find out about Zool, shall we? If you'll sit with me for a moment, we can find out a little bit about Zool. Illustrations by Shane Oakley, who's drawn this illustration here. That's a very good one. In fact, that's in Zool 2, I think, that one. That's the loading screen for Zool 2. So is this a Zool 2? Yes! Because here is Zool, Zoos, and Zoon. The girl Zool and the dog Zool. It says here on the cover, quote, cooler than Mario, smarter than Sonic, ... Oh, that's not on camera. Smarter than Sonic, ... And it's not attributed to anyone. That's just what it says here. So here we go. Now listen up, people, and pay attention, because this is pretty important stuff, and it might just save your life one day. What do you mean, who am I? I'm this rectangular papery thing you're holding in your hand. Stroke claw, stroke paw, stroke tentacle, depending on your species and cellular orientation. Long before CDs, television, and even computer games, yeah, we're talking ancient history here, people used to use an almost superhuman ability that some people today have seemed to have forgotten how to use. With it, they visited this is starting to get a bit preachy. With it, they visited the darkest parts of their world and the outer limits of the galaxy. You can rediscover this ability if you give it a try. It starts at the front of your face and it ends up, well, just about anywhere you want it to. 20,000 leagues under the sea. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Let's get to the Zool stuff. Oh, my. So let's see if we can imagine who Ian Edgington is influenced by here. Think of something really, really, really huge. Double it. Add a million more, then times it by a squillion for fun, and you're not a squintillion for fun, and you're not even remotely close to how big the universe is. Look out of a window one night up at the stars, and you'll see a bit of it, but only a very small bit. It's your own universal back garden, complete with grumpy neighbours and a dog that barks all the time. However, the universe is also really, really small as well. It's in the cupboard under the stairs. It's between your toes, and it's up your dad's nose. In fact, it's everywhere. We're all part of it, living bits of a ginormous, see, new word already, jigsaw puzzle. But only someone's lost the box lid picture and we don't know what the whole thing looks like anymore. All we know is that the universe is so big and small that it goes on forever, like the last lesson in school on the Friday afternoon before the summer holidays. This going on forever bit is called infinity, and that's where we're going next. Have you ever looked at your reflection in a mirror and thought that the you on the other side of the glass was not really you at all, but someone who only looked like you? That if you turned your back on it, instead of turning around as well, it would blow a raspberry at you. But when you turned around again, it would still look like a perfectly normal reflection, maybe with a smirk on its face. Well, try putting a mirror behind you as well as in front, and you'll see dozens and dozens of reflections of yourself going on and on and on and on. And this is infinity, a limitless number of yous looking in mirrors at each other on a limitless number of planet Earths, and on each one you're different. On one Earth, the difference may only be this voice doesn't apply anymore. On one Earth, the difference may only be something tiny, like going instead of when doing your maths homework. But on another, you could be leading a fleet of hawking starfighters to save the planet from an invading armada of jelloids from the Kaping Empire. Either way, it's infinity in your face. So, in an infinite universe, there are an infinite number of possibilities, an infinite number of ways things can turn out. Somewhere out there in the inky murkiness of space, the story you're about to read is actually happening. While on other worlds it has just happened, and on more worlds still it has yet to happen. That makes everything you're about to read the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Hey, would I lie to you? There's a war going on. Everywhere, all around you, every day. Usually wars are caused by people deciding it's better to hit someone than talk to them. But this war is different. You won't read about it in the newspapers or see it on the TV news, but it's happening. All right? And if you know what to look for, you'll see the shrapnel. Have you ever put your favourite comic down only to find a few minutes later it's not where you left it? Or have you been ready to smeg the end of level bad guy on your games console when the system crashes and your high score goes down the toilet? Call it bad luck. Call it fate. But the more you think about it, the more you realise it's happening all the time, and not just by accident either. What's causing these bad vibes are mystical shockwaves from a war in a place called the Nth Dimension. The main villain behind all of this is a character called Cruel. He, or rather it, is an immeasurably powerful and malevolent force on the edge of existence that has watched with envy and waited with impatience from before the beginning of time, probing and testing the walls that keep it on the outside of the universe, trying to force its way in just for an opportunity to spoil your day. He intends to do this by creating a thing called entropy. This will turn everything in the universe back into the energy that it's made from. Cruel will then take that energy and fill his face with it all, until he's fit to burst. But don't expect a huge invading army to come storming through from the Nth Dimension. Cruel's far too sneaky and sly for that. He is slowly worming his way into our universe by taking away all of the fun. If you don't have fun, then you don't really feel like doing much. And if you don't really feel like doing much, then entropy sets in, and that's just what Cruel wants. His mouth's watering at the thought. If Cruel had his way, we'd all be wearing sensible shoes instead of trainers, eating green veggies instead of burgers, and no one would be playing computer games at all. But Cruel realizes that total entropy must be accomplished in stages. And on your world, the attacks have just begun. The problem is Cruel's not alone in his evil mission. He's being aided by a sinister, shape-changing cube known as Mental Block. Not only can the Blockster alter his own form, but he can twist people's imaginations as well, transmogrifying, it says here, the fab and fun things in life into dull and tedious stuff. And we have an illustration of that from Shane Oakley. Look. The dictionary illustration for dull and tedious. It is a dull and tedious person who's got a tie on that says I heart trains. Is PSB with us today? And is carrying a magazine called Lentil Monthly. That's how boring. With an evil being older than the universe waiting to suck you dry, and a maniac shape-changer hopping around in the background looking like a demented washing machine, things might have looked a bit grim. But a hero came forward to fight for everyone's right to have fun and excitement. He's a brave warrior, a party-hardy guy, a dude with mood, a pan-dimensional ninja warlock with a snappy dress sense, and his name on the soles of his shoes, as per the box art, yes. He is the one, the only, the fantabulously cosmic Zool. And Zool isn't alone either. He's brought, some buddies along to help him kick Cruel's butt. There's Zoos, the ponytailed princess of power who's breathtakingly beautiful, devastatingly smart, and who can shoot the eyebrows off a Vigalian bean fly at 1,000 meters. And there's Zoon, a dog with a split personality, because he's got two heads, one at either end of his body. One end's brainy and smart, the other isn't, but that doesn't stop him from being loyal and brave as he helps his friends save the universe from Cruel and his hordes of terminal party poopers. And so the adventure begins. There you go. Now you know. Now you know who Zool is. Now you know. What's going on in the chat over here? Starting to sound like a philosophy lesson. Yep. Somewhere out there, Amiga still dominates the PC market and there is no Microsoft or Apple, says the Manco. Yeah. So, back to the music and back to the game. Here he is. This is Zool. I am so happy with how iddly-widdly he is. They could have zoomed in on this a lot more and that would not have been as good as this. I wouldn't have thought of it myself. I would have probably, gone with the slightly larger version. More reflective of how big he was on the Amiga. But I'm very pleased with what they've done. Yeah! Oh, just to be able to hear the sound effects and the music at the same time. And presumably they're going to... so the way that it worked on the Amiga was that you chose either sound effects or music. You didn't just choose music. You chose what music. There were, I think, 4 tracks to choose from. Could have been 5, but I think it was 4. And you were just, stuck with that choice for the whole game. Whereas if I was making this... I would... sure I used to have to hit that. I would, you know, make it that different tunes are for different levels, and perhaps that's what they've done. We shall see. I'm not sure about these collectibles. I feel like they were more varied. The thing about Zool was that there were collectibles everywhere that you always picked up, and they were very, very, very varied, is what I shall say, you know? I just remember them being in great big clusters. I could be thinking more of the Zool 2, though, because I played... Did I play more Zool 2 than Zool 1? I think that's probable, actually, yeah. Certainly I finished Zool 2 and not Zool 1. Okay, so I'm loving this so far. I am curious. I think in a minute I'll be popping out of it and back in to see what the remastered experience is. I suspect it's going to be similar to this, but easier. It said it was, you know, an easier difficulty level. But I just want to check in case there's any other bells and whistles that I ought to know about. And there we go, the finished level coin. Very, Windows 95 era, or just before Windows 95 era graphics in these mid-bits here. Alright, sure, level 1-3. That's what I'll do, I'll get to the boss. I wonder if it'll save my position. I don't remember seeing anything about a save game. But we'll see. I mean, I can play this again if not a problem. In fact, yeah, I shouldn't get too far, should I? Let's try... Yes, here we go. Look, this appears to be saved files. Oh, hello. Here's Abby. This is dead good so far. Yeah. You couldn't pour me a small drink, could you? Okay, let's find out what the... Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. This is what I was hoping for. Yeah, they've added some story stuff. Zool has crash landed on this world. There is a comic you're supposed to be able... Oh, I've got a double jump. Okay. There is a comic you're supposed to be able to read. Oh, what's this? They're doing all story stuff. These sad little jellies. The engines have sustained critical damage, Zool. Ah, that little computer is from the comic. The manual came with a comic in it that told this story. The engines have sustained critical damage, Zool. It's down to you to save the galaxy. Practice your skills against these holograms. Press A to jump on these enemies and progress. Ba 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 ba. Do 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 do. Okay, well, I mean, I didn't need teaching how to play a game. I found it quite intuitive to shoot the projectiles. So, okay, so this really is for small little babbles. Oh, thank you. What flavour's that? Cherry. Oh no, I wasn't reading the thing, so now I'll never know what I'm supposed to do. This is a big cliff to climb. Yeah, well, yes. So we've got a double jump. No, I don't mean that. A climbing ability. Actually, it seems harder to use the climbing ability with this double jump. So no climbing ability, I guess. No climbing ability? That's weird. Okay. One climbing ability, okay. Biff. These holograms are only vulnerable to your award-winning spin attack. Oh yeah! Spin attack. Press and hold B in the air. Okay. Yeah, remember that? Woo! Oh, by the way, you see his swords that he's got? They're not. They're like laser things that come out of his fists. So that's cool. Now the real adventure begins. Oh. Right, straight in apart from that then. Fair enough. Right, so, yeah, no, I might as well just play the real game. So, Ultimate Ninja Mode. Level 3. Yeah. Abby, come and look. He's all little. I'm really impressed by how little he is. I was expecting it to be much more zoomed in. See? Look at him. Isn't he? Isn't he sweet? Whoa. Yeah, no, okay, that's wrong as well, right? I don't think he used to grapple like that. I think you have to go like that. You have to jump and grab back on again. I don't need your quality of life additions, guys. Just give me the game. Oh wait, I've got an Amiga emulator. I'll just play it on that if I want that stuff. Yeah, fair enough, I suppose. No, neither did I. Although I'm resisting agreeing with you purely because someone who was talking in a way that implied they thought there was a video game crash said it was too hard to play, and so therefore they shouldn't have re-released it or whatever. And it's like, well, come on. Like, I was happy playing it. For the next stream, I'm going to fire up the get the Amiga emulator sorted out, and we'll have a little go on the original one as well. We can see what the differences are. What? When I said I'll play it on the Amiga and see what the differences are? What's difficult about that? Oh god, what was I saying? Oh yeah, okay. That was a whinge that I have, which is that people who talk about the history of games are all either American or British people who only know about it off Wikipedia. So they are wrong about things, and the way you can tell is that they'll mention the video game crash in 1980 whatever, which we didn't have. So if you're talking about Zool, you're wrong to mention things like that. Now I'm not saying, I don't know for sure that they actually mentioned the video game crash in the article. I was using that as a shorthand. Oh god, okay, I'm gonna have to backtrack. Okay, fine. The distilled version was that someone who was wrong said Zool was too hard to play. So I don't want to be too... Yeah, Zool was too hard to play. Yeah. I found it hard to play, but that was just because... yeah, I was just bad at games. But I enjoyed it just as much as any game. I found all games hard to play. What's that? That was it? Alright. There's a sound going on outside that's apparently a car, but it sounds exactly like a hard drive dying. But then everything does. Once you've had a hard drive die, everything sounds like a hard drive dying. Specifically, what sounds just like a hard drive dying is the alarm that you set on Ring Fit to remind you to play it. So I don't remember seeing anything like this. So this is either new, or I just didn't get here, and I quite like it. It seems to fit nicely. This is really interesting. So this isn't classic Zool. There's definitely something different about it. It's a bit like when they re-released, when they re-released RoboCod with all the levels different. And we complained about that, but I don't really feel the need to complain about this. This is fun. It's just like playing new Zool levels. But it could simply be that I always used to just use a level select or something and skip past as soon as I faced any adversity at all. That's very possible. Oh! Lime Bay Winery. Woo! That's cherry flavour. My favourite of theirs, I think, at the moment is the ginger flavour. And I'm sort of saving all that and not drinking it. When I could get some more. It's not very expensive. It's like... it's less than a tenner. I can't remember what it is. Oh, this is nice. I'm playing some Zool. I haven't played any Zool since the 90s, I don't think. I'm sick of you doing that. I'm supposed to shoot you. Whoop. Ah, yes. The platforms with the little knobble. Watch the little knobbles here. Knobble. Yeah, the context for this, by the way, was that I'd never seen anything as amazing in all my life because I was a ZX Spectrum kid, and then my best friend got an Amiga, and he got Zool with it, and he was showing me, and it was just... what is this? I mean, for one thing, it's in colour. And then I finally got an Amiga a year later, maybe, something like that. And yes, you bet, we had Zool. You bet. Didn't even pirate it. Oh, hello. Our boss. This is new. this music. I don't recognise it. Unless it's an unused or something that I'm unaware of. Oh, this is pretty hard, actually. Ooh, this is hard. Oh, he's gonna get me. Hey! Did it with one bit of life left. Woo! Oh, there's a sweetie up there that I should have got. Just one? Really? Oh. I'll try again. That's new. You didn't replay levels on the Amiga. Okay, so I've got that one, obviously. Riddly-doo. I don't think that would... Did they use that? Was that the sound in the original one? I'm not sure. I feel like it wasn't. Not listening to you. Yeah, there you go. Anytime a game tells you to go somewhere, you go the other way. Oof, I feel like that chocolate is animated a bit fast, but okay. So this music is, well, technically it's called Rock and Zool, I think, but it's what you got. The music you could select on the title screen was like, you could have rock, or you could have funk, or you could have green, or you could have... And someone explained to me why it was called green. It was a decent reason. You know, it was like... sort of a semi-joke, like there was another colour that it was a reference to. I can't even remember now. I'm trying to think what are the colour-based musical genres. Blues? But it's not a blues tune by any stretch. Oh. See if I can do this again, or if that was just a fluke. Ugh. That little noise! Ah! Oh! Hey! I think you'll find the word is... There's a term for that. There we go, let's get that last one. Oh, are those Zool eyes in the zeros? Lovely. So yeah, so this is the rock one that you selected on the title screen. The music. Whoops, silly. I haven't got a very clear memory of this, so it's possible I used to just level skip past the bosses. I don't... yeah, it's going to be difficult for me to ascertain. But what I mainly used to do is I used to go and play the music level. And that maybe that's the next level. Hope so. No, Zool, okay. Thank you. Lord Manny Manny says, the paradox, listen to Dave play Zool or continue listening to STTP. I don't mind, either of them. I don't know, right? Capella says, I know, right? I'm still catching up, though. I made an exception for the most blobby of episodes. Yes, we've just covered Mr. Blob. We're talking about Sonic the Comic, the podcast, my fortnightly podcast with Chris McFeely off of Transformers Basics. And yeah, the episode that's just gone up, which is Sonic the Comic, the podcast, you can search for that or you'll find it at stctp.wigglehe.com, has extensive coverage of the person of Mr. Blobby. Oh, interesting choice for the music for level 2, but I'll go with it. This was one of my favourites. It's the weird favourite. Oh, check it out. Look, they've added, like, what are these? Are these meant to be like MP3 players, or I guess maybe they're from the original and they're just CD player displays or whatever. But this, oh, I love this level. It was really aspirational. There was all records and headphones and CDs and tapes everywhere. Look at it. And now they've added these stacking hi-fis in the background. Whereas before it was these giant distracting flying CDs. So this is green. Bow. Bow. This is the green tune. In fact, I'm going to turn it up a bit. Bam, bam. I remember a time when this was just one of my stuck in my brain at all times tunes, and I kind of forgot what it even was. Okay, so this I'm much more familiar with, and yes, can confirm that this is all very accurate. You may notice that I'm concentrating on corners of things. I'm sure I'll recognise it. I'm sure it'll be obvious which one it is when I get to it, but there's a corner with a secret in. Don't think it's any of these. Ba-da-da. Bam. Oh, what's that done? Oh, I'm a big jumpy now. Look at the little records! This is the stuff. This is Amiga. Hell yeah. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Oh, what a lovely time I'm having. I should have streamed Zool before on an Amiga emulator. Oh, look, there's something going on in there. There's something going on in there. There's something going on down there, and I want to try and find my way round to it. Oh. We just did a little Zool noise. Bom, bom. Bom, bom. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, those are hurting me, and I hadn't noticed that. Those are hurting me, and it was obvious. Bum bum. I wonder how disturbing what we're on the way towards is. Assuming they've hidden it. Oh, what could I do with these? Yeah, I could like... Oh, is that it? I thought I had to like spin them like that. Be-da-doo. Yeah. Whee! Oh, I'm having a good hop and a skip around. This is, it's coming back to me, the controls for this, even though, you know, there's supposed to be a joystick that you pull up to jump and so on. I'm kind of getting the hang of it. Da-da-da-da-da. No, don't want that yet. I need to find that corner. Is it that one? Whoa. Found the way in there as well. How do I get down there? How do I get to that secret place? Oh, it's lovely that there's secret places. And where's that corner I'm looking for? Whoops. Of course. I forgot you can shoot through places. What am I doing? Fool of a Zool. Woo! I love this. Look, yeah, it's a music zone, but a lot of games have a music level, and they do it with like musical notes and trumpets and things. This is all equipment. Look at your hi-fi and your ghetto blaster, and he's clambering around on a tangle of, just wires, just phonos and stuff. Great. There's that corner. It's not. I think I'll recognise it when I see the actual corner that it is. In a minute, we're going to pause for a bit more information about Zool. A bit more lore. There we go. Huh, probably could have shot through from the other direction, couldn't I? Alright. Well, I'm going to assume that the corner I'm looking for is in the next level then. Let's see what the next bit is. The world was green. The brightest green you've ever seen in your life. As their spaceship came in to land, Zeus thought the planet looked like a giant emerald glittering against a sea of night. Zoon thought it looked like a pea. They'd been hoping to track down Mental Block, whose ship they'd traced to the planet after a battle in the music sector of the nth dimension. They didn't plan that. That just lined up nicely. They'd evaded his trap of deadly, energy-draining Wagnerian rings. Oh, nice! Ian Edgington! And blasted his ship with a flurry of Motorhead missiles, but he'd still escaped them. Now he was holed up on this world somehow. Wait a minute. Yes, it is Lord Manny Manny. Are you alright? I've just realised. I've got the music up too loud now. Okay. Now he was holed up on this world somewhere, repairing his ship. And all they had to do was find him. And they said, reaping his ship. I'm like, what? When they landed the ship, the pure thought. They soon discovered why the planet looked so green from space. It was alive, writhing and boiling with life forms. Millions upon millions upon millions of creatures and plants, all creeping, crawling, sliming, squelching, gambling, swinging, hopping and pouncing their way across the surface of the planet. They ate anything and everything, usually each other. Zool and his brave band soon discovered this once they had disembarked and started their search for Mental Block. Almost the first thing that happened when the heroes set foot on the ground was that Zeus had to stop what can only be described as a flying mushroom with bat wings and a mouthful of teeth like dinner forks from munching Zoon for its dinner. And there's a horrible illustration of this thing. Look at that. Ugh. Right, gang, said Zool, striking heroic pose number 214. All we have to do now is find him. He paused, allowing the meagre breeze to play across his clothing for dramatic effect. But that was easier said than done when the jungle grows over in seconds any path you've made. After taking just 10 steps from their ship, they were lost. That was 2 days ago. And now, things are just about to get a lot worse. I'll probably stop there because it does just seem to be a fairly generic children's book about anything at all. It doesn't have to be about Zool anymore. I'm still going to read it, though, because it's good so far, isn't it? This is good. We're just not going to find out much about Zool in it. Yeah, sweet. I'm going to read this. Oh dear. Back to the game. You were saying it was a weird pick of music putting green in this stage in particular. I just checked. It looks like they're lining up the music with the SNES version. Fair enough. I'd have put funk on this level if it was me. Because this is a bit sillier and that's a bit more like, check it out, music, you know? I'll get lost. There's the corner. There's the special corner. Is that it? Right. Why can't I get it into my head that those hurt me? So you can see, by the way, from the way that this game generally goes, that doesn't it read like it is what it is, a flagship game for a new home computer that's quite powerful, because it's all very fast, it's all very zippy, and it's colourful, and it looks good, and it sounds good. Stop it, Zool! Silly. It really, you know, it really fulfills all the criteria. Get off. I thought that was the wrong Zool then. it isn't that corner anyway. I'd recognise it. I remember the layout, sort of roughly, of where... Like, it's one of these where I'll know it when I see it, you know? Although, as I say, they have these very tasteful new backgrounds, which I think bridge the gap very well between the wild backgrounds on the AGA chipset version and the no backgrounds at all on the Amiga 500. Maybe they're from the SNES or Mega Drive version as well, I don't know. These look as if they're about to go off, don't they? How do I get down there? I think I'm being fooled by the fact that I can shoot through walls and I'm not thinking of it. Oh, I've always loved the little rainbow sheen on those CDs. Mm. Oh, I love this level. Not the layout, just aesthetically. You shoot me. See this, by the way. Oh, not that. See how I can run and skid? That was toggleable on the Amiga. I don't know why. I don't know why you would ever not want it. Or was it? Well, inertia was toggleable anyway, and I think in this game that meant skidding, but maybe it was different. In which case, you know, you wouldn't have been able to get past that bit. How do I get down there? What's next? Ah. Bum, 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 bum. Here we go. Oh, go on. When I stream this on the Amiga version, I think I'll put the sound effects on and I'll just play the music in the background. The reason I'm looking for this corner is, you know how in Mario level 1-1, there's a... Sorry, I retreated back to 1992. In Super Mario Brothers, on the NES, there's a question mark block, and just after it... No, there's a hill, and if you put your foot on the hill in a particular position and jump there, there's a hidden question mark block. Well, there's something a bit like that in this, only kind of bigger, weirder, creepier, and more worth having a look at. But I can't find it, so let's check the next level. Yes, Mr. Encyclopedia, this is Zool Redimensioned, which came out yesterday or the day before, and is a remake of the original Zool on the Amiga, but now, and it seems to be a little bit untethered to any particular version. I don't really... The thing is, my memory would be hazy anyway, but I don't really recognise any of these level layouts in particular. I think it's all kind of a new Zool. Now, the fact that there's... one of the perks of this remake is that it says it comes with the Mega Drive original. Makes me, or made me, concerned. And it now makes me slightly concerned that I'm, not going to be able to play the the real game. But I'll emulate it in that case. That's fine. And this I am enjoying. This is a good Zool game. I like it. It is odd though, you know. If I was saying to someone like, "Oh, it plays Zool," I can't say it's on Steam for a tenner or whatever it is, because this isn't it. But it's a bit like it. It's a lot like it, and it's good. I'm enjoying this. So it depends what purpose you're looking for. Zool 4. Now, it's ambiguous why I'm collecting these. In the original game, I think you needed a certain amount of collectibles to leave the level at the end. And that might be the case, and I might have just been, because I'm obviously, as you can see, I'm a bit obsessed about trying to get them, so maybe I've just always had enough. Oh, come on! Let me up there! Bam ba-dum bum. Oh man, this is lovely though. This is really taking me back. This is like... Collecting those little CDs were what the Amiga was for. Just in the first few days, like Zool was fairly short-lived for me, you know, it was because it was the first thing. I mean, I don't think I got it the day I got the Spectrum. Spectrum. The Amiga. When did we get Zool? No, I think actually we must have come to it a bit later, but my friend would have had it and he would have lent it to us or whatever, so we would have had Zool. And so this stuff, these CDs and all that, are really like, yeah, they still are synonymous with, in my mind, with like power. Like, check out this amazing new toy I've got. Look at what it can do. Listen to the sounds. Look at the colours. They were all very impressive back then, I promise you. Oh, it's tricky to get that. Oh, I can just fire at them, can't I? There's me trying to get a spinny in. Bum ba dum bum. Ugh. So. Okay then, no sign of my corner yet. No. Nope. Yeah, fair. What I can't remember is whether these big ghetto blasters are also instead of more Chupa Chups, or if they were a different thing on the music level than they were on the Sweets level. Oh, come on! Yes, because I don't think Zool 2 was particularly popular, you know, even among Zool players. I think people were purists, but no, not me. I love Zool 2, and I really hope they do a Zool 2 of this, or of Zool 2. That's what I would say. Just because it was a little bit further on, things were a bit more polished. They knew what to do with the hardware a bit more. He can turn into a bit of a dervish when he wants to, can't he? Oh, there he goes. Lovely depictions of CDs in this. And I didn't have a CD player. I didn't have anything... Wait, no, that's not true, is it? We got a CD player around now. So I would have seen CDs in this game. Then we got an Amiga, and then we got a CD player. So yeah, this was like me just dreaming about having the new thing. Not that CDs are very new, like 1993 we're talking. But that's when I got a CD player for the first time in our house. And it was it was just a little portable Discman. But it was connected up to a large amplifier and a sort of, 80s dad set of music stuff. So there was, 2 very big speakers built into a wooden thing that he'd built himself that opened up and had synthesizers in it, It was great. Yeah, doesn't it? Yeah. Alright. The last chance then to find the corner. And if it isn't here, then I'll be surprised if they've cut that out. Well, no. I've just realised, wait a minute. The corner is only the way to get to a very strange bonus stage. Which, it's just occurred to me, may well be in the game even if its particular location has changed. So, I assume there's more than one of them in the game, but that's the one that I knew where it was anyway. So, I wonder... I'm not very... I never used to get past this level, really, so... I don't really know what else there is in the game. I know that there's a sort of fruit and veg level, which is what I would have put this music on. I don't know what else there is. Yeah, I don't know what else there is. Which implies that there may only be as many levels as there are pieces of music. So, like, 4. Let's see. Quite a short-lived experience, if so. Bam, bam, da-da-do. Speaking of short-lived experiences, there's the end of the level. Oh, yes, of course. Ooh. I don't think I've ever seen him before. Fair. Ah, look, 86 of 70 bits in the top right. So I can finish the level, but had I not... Oh, stupid. Had I not collected enough, I wouldn't be able to. So that's... Yes. Most of the... Oh, right. I was about to say... Yes, no, I've killed him! I was about... Oh, no, I was about to say most of the threat here seems to be my own incompetence. You see what I mean? I'm just jumping blindly into him. Fair. Maybe this music was in Zool, I don't remember it. And I don't think so, because, as I say, it being an earlier Amiga game, and it having a certain limited approach to the how they could use the sound chip, you had to pick one piece of music and it lasted the entire game, so I'm guessing they couldn't have... Oh, I killed him. Right. Did I? Is music still playing? Okay, I guess this is going to be a multi-part boss then. Oh, I'm really curious to play, you know, actual Zool now and sort of see what I've forgotten. Because it feels like it's a heck of a lot. Ninja. I don't need to collect anything anymore, do I? No, I've got 150 out of 70, I'm fine. Just want to. I want to reach out and touch the little CDs and records. There we go. Alright, well, there we go. So what's the next level then? Is it the fruit and veg level? Yeah. Diddle-ding, bong, bong, diddle-ding. Bang, bong. See, this is the tune I would have put on the previous level. I would have swapped this level and the last one. Definitely. Bidding, bidding, bidding. Bum, bum, bum. Ding, ding, diddle, ding, ding, diddle, ding, 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 bidding, 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 bidding. Bidding, 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 bidding. Biddle-a-ding, bong, bing, 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 biddle-a-bing, bing, diddle-ding, bong, diddle, diddle, diddle-ding, Look at that little smiley face on that one hill in the background. So I think this is wait, what tune is this? I was going to say it's rave, but it isn't, is it? That must be funk. That's funk. And now it's 10 o'clock. I might stop there. Yes, I think I'll call it a night there before I get sick of it. But I'm not sick of it yet. I'm enjoying this. Yeah, I'm playing Zool. This is fun, isn't it? Hey. Oh, playing a bit of Zool. Okay, so next time we meet, I'm going to set things up a bit more sensibly. It's going to be in the next few days. And I'm going to have the Amiga version as well. And we're going to have a look at what the differences are. We're going to have the book. It's going to be all sorts of fun. Might even play a bit of Zool 2. Yeah, a bit of Zool 2. It'll be nice. Bye-bye. Right, yeah. Bye then. That was nice. I've had a nice time playing Zool. Thank you to the people who made that. And thank you to everybody who came and had a look at the stream. I'm going to press the button that ends the stream now. But, oh, I'm knackered. I've done a STCDP today. I've done a lot of talking. And now I've had a bit of wine. So goodbye.